Paul Gallen versus Justin Hodges. Who do y'all think is gonna win this fight? Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing and please hit that like button. It helps out the video, it helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So this fight between Paul Gallen and Justin Hodges is one of two fights that will be taking place on that day for Paul Gallen. To those who don't know, Paul Gallen will be fighting two people on that day over at the Nissan Arena in Brisbane, Australia. Both fights scheduled for 4 rounds. Justin Hodges and Ben Hannett. I believe he'll be fighting Ben Hannett first, and then he will be fighting Justin Hodges. But don't quote me on that. Anyway, yeah, former rugby players, these two. For 4 rounds, to those who don't know who Justin Hodges is, 40-year-old fighter from Australia. Again, former rugby player. I'm sure a lot of people in Australia know who he is. 5 wins as a pro, 1 loss, 2 wins coming by way of knockout TKO. He's coming off 3 wins in a row since losing to Darcy Lussick back in 2019. He's coming off a win against Jordan Simi. All these fights were actually fighting guys who had their pro debuts. Don't tell me all these guys are rugby players. I know Ben Hannett is a rugby player. And I think Darcy is a rugby player too, no? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's a rugby player too. Yo, man. Interesting. Well, Hodges has won 5 out of his 6 pro fights. And now here he is fighting Paul Gallen, the toughest fight of his career, professional boxing career. Paul Gallen, as a pro, he's done pretty well for himself. 12 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 7 wins coming by way of knockout TKO, coming off a loss against Chris Terzebski. Tough loss. The height of Terzebski really gave him a lot of problems in that fight. And yeah, he also lost to Justice Uni, a top prospect. And now here he is trying to bounce back with these 2 fights at the age of 41 years old. Can he pull it off against Justin Hodges? I just recently made a prediction video talking about the other fight between Gallen and Hannett. Go check that out. But for this fight between Gallen and Hodges, in my opinion, is a tougher fight. I think Hodges' height and reach and his style, him boxing around, might give Paul Gallen some problems in the first round. But after that, I think Paul Gallen should be able to adapt and outwork and outpunch and outpower and knock out Justin Hodges. I think Paul Gallen definitely has the experience and skill set these days. I know he's 41 years old, but against a guy who, well, I did say that I think this will be a tougher fight compared to the other fight, but I still think Paul Gallen is gonna dominate this fight. I think Paul Gallen should be able to figure him out and knock him out maybe in 3 or 4 rounds, or stop him in 3 or 4 rounds. Like I said, I think Hodges' style might give Paul Gallen some problems in the first round, but in the end, it's kind of hard to go against Paul Gallen after beating Lucas Brown. The experience is there. Paul Gallen has been around boxing already enough to be able to beat guys like Hodges or Hannett. So should be a 2-win night for Paul Gallen. Again, both fights scheduled for 4 rounds to be shown live on September 15 from Brisbane, Australia. So yeah, pay-per-view for Australian fans. Over here in the States, I guess we'll just have to wait till it's on YouTube or something. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening and watching, and like always, have a great day. Alright, thanks.